Okay, guys. So, in our previous session, we already have seen what are the rules and regulations we are going to follow for our sessions because last session was the introduction session only. And today we are going to start what is Python and execution process. But before going to start, about the Python and the complexity of the Python. First, we have to understand the programming language, different type of languages what we have, and slowly we will move towards the Python. Okay. So, because actually, as I am assuming that we all are from the non-development background. So slowly, if we will understand and go to the Python, then it will be good for everyone. So first of all, I will start with what is the Python, and in the definition of the Python, there are many words are there. One by one, we will try to understand the word, and each word basically it will means each word will give you different type of information. Okay. So like simply if you will write on Google what is Python, or if you simply raise this question, then in most of the places you will get the same answer. Python is an interpreted high level and general purpose programming language. Okay. The definition is what? The definition is Python is an interpreted. Please listen carefully. Python is an interpreted high level and general purpose programming language. For the definition, this is good. You can learn, I can also learn. But better if we will understand what is the meaning of the interpreted, what is the meaning of the high level, what is the meaning of the general purpose, and what is the meaning of the programming language. Because for us, because we are not from the development background, so for us these all words are basically new. What is the meaning of the interpreted, what is the meaning of the high level, general purpose, and all. So I will try to explain you the meaning of interpreted high level, general purpose, and programming language. But if anyone have any doubt, if anyone have any doubt or any question, so you can raise your hand. We will try to clarify the doubt. So now here, the first thing is what? The first thing is we will focus on the programming language. So before going to before going to discuss about the programming language, first I will take the word language. What is the meaning of the language? Can anyone tell me what is the meaning of the language? Anyone can please tell what is the meaning of the language? Anyone, please try. Why we are basically what is the use of the language? Let's suppose if you don't know any language.
To communicate.
Exactly. Correct. So The most important purpose of the language is you can express your thoughts, you can express your ideas. Because previously, or let's suppose now also, if someone don't know any language, then it is very tough to explain the things. So now here, when we are talking about what is the language, so language is basically what? Language is a system or medium of communication. If you know Marathi, I know Marathi, we can talk easily. There is no problem. If you know Marathi, I don't know Marathi. I know, let's suppose, Kannada. Then it is very tough to communicate something to each other, correct? That why I am asking you this question, that answer you will get later. But here, language is what? Language is the communication medium. Now, when we will talk about the programming language, so here, one thing everyone has to understand, when we are talking with computer, when we are trying to send any instruction to the computer, then the biggest problem is computer always understand only 010101. Computer is understand only one language, that is called the binary language. That is called what? That is called the binary language. And binary language, one second. So computer understand only 010101, means that is called basically binary language. But actually we don't know the binary language. We knows only English. If you want to send some instruction to the computer, so we knows what? We knows only English. So we we try to we try to send our instruction to the computer. So basically we need we need a language. Using that, if we will write something or if we will send some instruction to the computer, then computer can understand. So that language is basically having some rules and regulations. Like any language, when you will talk about Hindi, English, Marathi, any language, so each and every language have its own grammar. You cannot talk Hindi without grammar. You cannot talk English without grammar. So similarly, when we are talking about programming language, so each and every programming language have some rules and regulations. That programming language when we are using, then only computer will understand. So here the language which is understood by computer is called what? Is called the programming language. Now after that, coming to the third part. So programming language means what? Programming language means the language which understand by computer, that is called the programming language. So there are many programming languages are there, as you guys already heard. We have the C, C++, Java, C Sharp, Python, JavaScript, JavaScript. Many languages are there. So from the starting onward, when the programming language started till now, we have categorized all the languages in three different part. First one is called the low level language, second one is called the middle level language, and third one is called the high level language. There are three categories we have. First one is the low level language, second one is the middle level language, and third one is the high level language. Or the low level is called the first generation, middle level is called the second generation, and the high level is called the third generation. This is important question for interview also. Means whenever you go for the interview, they can ask you the question ki what are the different generation we have in the programming language. So we have total three generations: first generation language, second generation language, and third generation language. First generation language is called the low level, second generation language is called the middle level, and third generation is called the high level. Now, coming to the first generation or low level, this language, first generation language or low level language, that language is basically these languages are the origin of the programming language. Means the first time the scientist when use the language to communicate with computer, that language was the first generation language. And whenever scientists have used the first generation language, whatever the program they have written, these programs written in only binary language 01010101, that's all. So one thing you understood, first thing is computer will understand only binary language from start from until now also. Okay, from starting to till now, computer can understand only one language, that is called the binary language, and in that language only two characters are there, that is 0 1, that's all. So in the first generation, when scientists have written the program in 010101, so that time computer didn't have any problem to understand the code what they have written, because the reason is computer understand only 010101, and the scientists have written the code in 010101. Then computer don't face any problem and computer easily understand. That is the story of the first generation or low level language. So here for the interview, the question is, what is the low level language? What is the low level language? Can anyone tell me? What is the low level language? Just now I explained.
That's the first generation language.
That's a first generation language. And second thing is what? First generation language or low level language is a binary language. Okay? Because in the first generation or in low level, Scientists have used only language that is the binary 010101. So computer don't have any problem to understand this. Now over the time, but here one problem people have faced in the low level or binary language. First of all, if even they just want to write a simple program for adding two number, even if they want to, if they want to write a simple program to add two numbers, that program length is 100 line. That program length is 100 line. So first problem is programs are very very long. Second problem is because of they are using only two character 010101, so the program is very very complex. Then scientists tried to solve this problem. So over the time they got some solution. So they have introduced some small words. Scientists have introduced some small words like if they want to add two numbers. So previously everything they were writing in 010101. But now for the add or for summation of two number, they are using the word add, A-double-D, add. For subtraction, SUB. For multiplication, MUL. For division, DIV. So now what happened? Whenever scientists are writing the program, now they are using two things. They are using 010101 along with these small words. That words is called the mnemonics. That words is called what? These words are called the mnemonics. And this category of the language is called the middle level language or second generation language. Understood? And the second generation language or middle level language is also called the assembly language. So it means if someone will ask you in the interview, what is the meaning of the assembly language? So without any hesitation, what you can tell, assembly language, in the assembly language, we are using binary, means we are using 010101 along with some mnemonics. So in the first generation, complete programs written in 010101 only. When we will come to the second generation, in second generation, we have the enhanced form of the first generation language. So for the multiplication, summation and subtraction, now we can use small words or mnemonics. So that generation is the second generation or middle level language, and this is called the assembly language. Clear, guys, understood till this point? First generation and second generation. Understood, guys? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we are clear with the first generation language, second generation language. And one more thing, maybe in interview, people can ask you What are the languages? What are the languages we have in first generation language? Or what are the languages we have in low level language category? So always remember one thing, either first generation or low level language, there is only one language, that is the machine language, where we are using only 0 1 0 1 0 1. When we are coming to the second generation or middle level language, there is only one language. That language is called the assembly language. Now we are coming to the current era. The current era is the high level language or third generation language. The current era is high level language or third generation language. So whatever the language names you heard now these days, Java, C Sharp, Visual Basic, VB Script, TypeScript, any language, Python, any language what you heard these days, these all languages comes under the high level language or third generation language. In third generation language, you no need to write a program in 0 1 0 1 0 1. In third generation language, now we are free to use our normal English, and computer basically will understand. Clear to everyone? What is the programming language? What are the different categories of the programming language we have from starting to now? What is the low level language? What is the middle level language? And what is the high level language? Clear, guys, till this point? Be active. Whenever I ask any question, immediately tell the answer yes or no.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, guys, good. Now coming to the more interesting part. So now I believe everyone understood first generation, second generation, and third generation. Now here the thing is, you can ask me a question. You can ask me a question ki sir or Yogesh ji, you were telling computer can understand only 0 1 0 1 0 1. But you are telling in high level language we are using normal English. Then how computer will understand? Correct, na? My question is correct? Correct or not?
Yes, yes, yes.
Correct, na?
Yes,
Because
sir.
that
Yes.
is for sure. That is for sure कि computer can understand only 0 1 0 1 0 1. Computer cannot understand English. So now the thing is, if computer can understand only 0 1 0 1 0 1, then how this entire world is using the different language and all. So to understand this thing, I have a good example. Like as you guys knows, our Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, most of the time he is visiting to different countries. Sometime he is in China, sometime he is in Brazil, sometime he is in some different countries. And there are many countries, there are many countries where people are very conservative. Means they They don't want to learn any other language. Means if you go to the China, I don't know you guys knows about this or not. China have its own Google. China has his own all the different websites in Chinese language. So Chinese people are basically very conservative. They don't want to talk in any other language. Similarly, there are many countries are there. These countries are basically very stick with their language only. But here the question is, Modi ji knows Hindi very well. Modi ji, as we know, Modi ji knows Hindi very well. Modi ji don't know English much. But here, now the my question is, when Prime Minister Modi is visiting to China or any country where he doesn't know the language, then how he is talking, how he is means how the conversation is happen between two people. Can anyone tell me how they are basically
Translator.
translator? So whenever Modi ji visiting to any other country, so always I forget the name of that lady. One lady is basically most of the time she is with Modi ji because she is a very good translator. She knows many languages. So the work of this lady is convert one language to the Hindi, another language, either Hindi or English. Okay. So whenever Modi ji will visit some place, so she will be with Modi ji, and what Modi ji want to tell, he will tell in Hindi. Then that lady will convert to the different language. So same thing is happened in programming language as well. Whenever we are working with any programming language, so same thing will happen here also, because ultimately there are, as you know, there are many languages, or there are hundred of languages are there. C sharp, Java, Python, JavaScript, there are hundred of languages are there. So, but one thing is 200% true. Computer can understand only binary. Computer can understand only 0 1 0 1 0 1. Then, whenever you are writing something in English, let's suppose here, whenever you will write something in English, then it will convert to the 0 1 0 1 0 1, and computer can understand that. So this work or this job is done by translator. Translator will take the English sentence what we will write, and it will translate to the 0 1 0 1 0 1, so that computer can understand. So we need one translator, that is for sure. So now here, if someone will tell you what is the main job of the translator in programming? So what is the job of the translator? Translator will convert the source code into the machine code. Machine code means binary language 010101. Now coming to the type of translator. First one is the assembler, second one is the compiler, third one is the interpreter. First we will try to understand the things, then you no need to remember automatic everything. If you will understand properly, then no need to remember this thing. So now one of the question is from my side. Do we require translator in first generation language or not?
No, sir.
Not required, correct? Because the reason is in the first generation we are writing code in which language? In the first generation we are writing the code in machine language.
Binary code.
010101. So basically no need to, we don't require any translator. Very good. But when we will come to the second generation or third generation, so definitely we require the translator. So here we have the three type of translator: assembler, compiler, and interpreter. This is very simple to understand. So this assembler is simple. What the assembler will do? Assembler will convert assembly language to machine language. Assembler will convert assembly language to machine language or 010101 or binary. So assembler is basically useful in the middle level or second generation, because the second generation language is the assembly language and we need assembler to convert assembly language to the machine language. So assembler is for the second generation. Now coming to the third generation. In third generation, there are so many languages are there. Previously, as you know, like in the first generation, we have only one type of language, that is the binary language 010101. And when we will come to the second generation, in the second generation we will have only one language, that is the assembly language. But when we will come to the third generation, in third generation you guys heard there are n number of languages are there. So now here we have some different this one options. Now here there are two type of translators are there in the third generation. One is the compiler, second one is the interpreter. First one is the compiler, second one is the interpreter. Actually that both are the translator only, okay? No need to confuse. So here both compiler and interpreter are basically translator. The work of both the thing is to convert high level language to machine level language. But what is the difference between the compiler and interpreter? If someone is telling my screen is not visible, is it correct? My screen is visible or not, guys?
Yes, sir. Visible.
Visible.
Okay.
Visible. It's
You
visible.
you please rejoin. Okay, then maybe it will get okay. So now here we have the translator in the third generation, there are two type of translators are there. One is the compiler and second one is the interpreter. So what is the difference? The difference is, again, actually, always I am trying to explain the things in very easy example, with very easy example, so that you will never forget. Abhi, let's suppose I am going to deliver a speech. Okay, I am going to deliver a speech. Normally, in election time, na, many people like Modi ji, Amit Shah, these all people are visiting to the Kerala and all these places where people doesn't know about the Hindi or something. So in that places, even the people doesn't know about the English also. People knows only regional language. So let's suppose when someone go to Tamil Nadu for the speech, and he has one translator. So now when I am delivering my speech, then there are two ways to translate the thing. One is what? One is I will complete my speech. I will deliver my speech in my own language, and then translator will convert my all the speech and deliver in the regional language. This is the one way of translation. Means I will deliver the complete speech in Hindi, then my translator will convert Hindi to Kerala language, Karnataka language, or Kannada language. This is the one way of the translation. Another way is, another way is, I will deliver one line. I will deliver one line, then translator will translate one line. Then second line, then translate second line. Then third line, then translate third line. So there are two different way of translating the things. One is translation of the complete program. Whatever the program you have written in English, it will translate the complete program in the binary language. And second option is translator will convert line by line. So these two type what I have written here, compiler and interpreter. Compiler will convert entire program in one shot, but the interpreter will convert line by line. And in this world, whatever the high level languages are there, these all languages either using the compiler or using the interpreter. Means you will not get any language which is using both type of translator, compiler as well as interpreter. Any language is using only one type of translator, either compiler or interpreter. So because of that reason, whenever you are talking about any language, so you can ask C sharp is what type of translator C sharp is using, compiler or interpreter? What type of translator Python is using, compiler or interpreter? What type of translator Visual Basic is using, compiler or interpreter. So any language, either it will follow the compiler based translation or it is follow the interpreter based translation. Clear? Understood? What is the meaning of the assembler? What is the meaning of the compiler? And what is the meaning of the interpreter? Clear to everyone?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so today I am stopping here only. So please, after this session, after this session,